Angus Young, the legendary guitarist of AC/DC, is known for his energetic stage performances and iconic guitar riffs. However, behind the schoolboy costume and mesmerizing stage acts, there are many fascinating and unexpected sides to his life. From his unique habits to surprising facts, here are 10 interesting insights into Angus Young's personal life that you might not have known. Angus Young, the lead guitarist and founder of AC/DC, showed his musical talent from a very young age. Born on March 31, 1955, in Glasgow, Scotland, Angus began playing guitar at the age of 5. Inspired by his family, especially his brother Malcolm Young, who was also a guitarist, Angus taught himself on an old family acoustic guitar. While other kids his age were busy playing with toy cars or learning how to tie their shoes, Angus was already diligently learning guitar chords. With a guitar that was probably bigger than he was at the time, Angus started his journey toward the world of rock music. Who would have thought that from that old guitar, riffs would emerge that would one day shake the world? While most of us were still running around at age 5, Angus was already preparing his rock stage. While many musicians are busy studying notes, scales, and harmonies, Angus took a more direct approach. For him, learning music theory might be like trying to understand a washing machine manual, too confusing and not practical. With his ear as his guide, Angus created legendary riffs that sound so natural. So even though he might not know what a pentatonic scale or Dorian mode is, the fact remains that he can write hits like Back in Black. It's as if Angus is saying, who needs music theory when you can make the world rock? In the world of rock music, ballads are often seen as sweet, emotional breaks between hard-hitting riffs and guitar solos. But for Angus, ballads seem too slow and soft. He prefers to strike the guitar with fast riffs and endless energy, like a marathon runner who refuses to stop for a quick rest. According to Angus, if there's time for ballads, it's when his electric guitar isn't plugged in. He once mentioned that, for him, rock music is about power and speed, not soft, sentimental melodies. So, if you're expecting a heartwarming ballad from Angus, you might want to look elsewhere, as this guitarist would rather make your ears vibrate than your eyes tear up. Despite being the mastermind behind many of AC/DC's legendary songs, Angus prefers to keep moving forward, rather than sitting back and enjoying his work. For Angus, listening to his own music might feel like watching a replay of your birthday party. You're glad it happened, but you don't want to relive it over and over again. He even admitted that he'd rather listen to other artists' music than his own AC/DC tracks. So while fans might be replaying Highway to Hell or Thunderstruck on repeat, Angus is busy strumming his guitar, creating new riffs. For him, music is about constantly creating, not just reminiscing. But don't worry, while he might rarely listen to his own tracks, millions of fans around the world are keeping AC/DC alive in every rock playlist. The legendary guitarist of AC/DC is famous for keeping his personal life simple and away from the public eye, including staying off platforms like Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Angus is more focused on his music and doesn't feel the need to use social media to interact with fans or promote his work. Like many classic rock musicians, Angus avoids social media, citing privacy concerns and feeling more comfortable with traditional ways of communicating with fans through concerts and albums. In an era where almost every celebrity has an Instagram or Twitter account, Angus chooses a different path. So if you're hoping to find posts about his daily life, you'll have to settle for watching his live performances, because social media is not the stage he prefers. In a rock and roll world often filled with short-lived romances and messy marriages, Angus chose a different path. Since marrying Ellen in 1980, the couple has been together through the ups and downs of life and AC/DC's success. For many, a long-lasting marriage in the entertainment world is a rare achievement. Angus and Ellen prove that commitment in a relationship can be as strong and lasting as Angus's musical career. As Helen Keller once said, love is the only real happiness. In this case, Angus shows that true love and loyalty can walk hand in hand with rock success. Sometimes true strength isn't just seen in epic riffs, but in enduring commitment. Behind his energetic stage presence and mesmerizing guitar riffs, Angus has had to face a less glamorous challenge: dental problems. Imagine, while his electric guitar is ringing loudly, his teeth might be debating with the dentist. But like a true rock star, Angus didn't let this stop him. He kept performing with a wide smile, perhaps a bit forced, but still full of energy. After all, if there's one thing that can't be stopped, it's his passion for rock. Standing at around 160 centimeters, Angus may not reach the height of some other rock stars, but what he lacks in height, he makes up for with incredible energy and charisma on stage. Angus might look like a mini guitarist among them, but don't let his small size fool you. On stage, he has enough energy to captivate everyone. He might not be able to reach the top shelf without help, but he can definitely reach the top of the rock stage with no problem. It turns out, the size of the guitar and the electrifying energy are more important than body size, and Angus proves that sometimes small things can make a big impact. Angus Young adopted a sober lifestyle, turning his life into a clear melody amidst the loud symphony of rock. In a world often flooded with alcohol and destructive habits, Angus chose to step away from the glamour and find peace in simplicity. On stage, where thousands of eyes watch with blazing enthusiasm, Angus presents himself with clear consciousness and clean energy. He proves that in the sea of excitement and noise, there is beauty in choosing a calm path. Like a work of art created with gentle and heartfelt touches, his sober lifestyle is an ode to strength and freedom. A lesson that in the glitz of the rock world, we can all find harmony in wise choices. Despite having a personal fortune of $150 million, Angus chooses to live a life far from flashy glamour. While many rock stars may flaunt private jets and lavish parties, Angus prefers to keep things simple, even though he owns an impressive home in Kangaroo Point. While his house at Kangaroo Point is quite something, it pales in comparison to the much larger mock chateau he built in his wife Ellen's hometown of Alton, Netherlands. Yet Angus remains humble. He avoids excessive luxury and stays true to his simple lifestyle. If Angus owned a private jet, it might just be a tool to deliver pizza to the recording studio. So although the world may glitter with jet-set glamour, Angus continues to shine with his down-to-earth attitude, proving that even in the wild world of rock, simplicity can still be a rock star's best accessory. So, those are 10 fascinating facts about Angus Young that you might not have known. Which fact surprised you the most? And what makes you idolize Angus Young? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. After all, Angus proves that being true to yourself is the key to becoming a legend.